Last round in Anaheim was an epic ride for the ages. The series points leader got some new shine on his ride with a brand new partner, while a new star was born with an epic freestyle run that shined the biggest spotlight on one of the sport's most popular female drivers. But at the end of the night, it was the former Rookie of the Year getting his big Hollywood ending as a champion once again.
Cowabunga on that one!
This is Stadium Championship Series Yellow. This is round 13. This is Monster Jam. Unbelievable!
Yes!
There's some huge air. He can save it right there. He can save it.
Holy cow! Awesome move, look at that!
And he's got it.
Cowabunga! Big air out of the box!
Beautiful.
Yeah!
The road to World Finals begins now.
We are just about 30 miles from downtown Los Angeles in beautiful Anaheim, California, where it's a calm, sunny 65 degrees here at Angel Stadium for the stars of Stadium Championship Series Yellow. Hello everyone, I'm Scott Jordan along with Cole Stevens, and we finally have a new champion on this series. Quote, after watching Ryan Anderson and Tyler Menegal win it all for nearly 2 months, Camden Murphy got his moment here last round.
Yeah, it was definitely Camden Murphy's night. Last round, he was absolutely throwing it down, fastest time of the night. But I'm going to tell you what, Kayla Blood came out with a vengeance in freestyle.
Yeah, let's talk about Kayla Blood. She came away with her first career stadium freestyle win last round, something she really needed. So will this act as a jumping off point to start gaining some momentum for her?
I sure hope so. She's really been struggling moving to stadiums here this year, having some troubles with a little bit of all the events, but last night she threw it down. She's one of the only drivers to actually complete a backflip and drive away from it and continue on with freestyle. So hopefully she can do it again.
Let's take a look at the driver lineup for Stadium Championship Series Yellow. We talked about Kayla Blood and Camden Murphy. Who else do you have your eye on here today?
You know, you can never count out Jim Kohler. You know, he's been coming to Anaheim for a long time. He says it's one of his favorite places to come. And you know what? Anaheim loves Jim as well, so keep an eye on him.
Let's take a look at the series points standings. Ryan Anderson still at the top. However, look at the gap now between second and third. Tyler Menegal, Gravedigger, now only a 10-point lead over Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid.
Man, this series is getting hot over here. The drivers are all getting very close. Unfortunately, Ryan did not get a good score for his last freestyle run, so that's closed the door a lot, and he's got the other drivers nipping at his heels.
Last round, Gravedigger's Tyler Menegal struggled a bit to find his footing on this track, and right now, let's hear from the 4-time Triple Threat Series champion as we join Leslie Mears in this UNOH Pit Report.
So the track was a little rough yesterday, Tyler, for you. So what are you going to do today, and what plans do you have to try to conquer it?
I basically just got to figure out what this slump that I'm in is right now and get out of it. So racing's definitely not going my way. Two-wheel is fine. I just didn't do too well in it last night, and then freestyle got cut short. I was getting a little too rowdy in freestyle a little too early. So maybe try and wait to get that rowdy again until the end of the run.
Guys, it sounds like he's in the right state of mind to make it happen tonight.
Thank you, Leslie. So now let's look at the event breakdown for round 13. 3 competitions, racing, the Great Clip Skills Challenge, and freestyle. Points are awarded based on finish, with 12 points going to the winner, and it goes down from there. The driver with the most points is crowned the event champion. It's now time for track talk. And Cole, last round, that step-up ramp really came into play on a few backflip attempts. We saw Monster Mutt land awkwardly on it. Megalodon ended up sticking straight up next to it. So how can drivers here today be more successful on that side of the track?
They're definitely going to have to turn to the right just a little bit after they come off that backflip ramp. They have to anticipate that step-up being there. They don't want to catch a bad bounce into it, putting them on the roof early. The other thing is nobody really completed a backflip and drove away besides Kayla Blood. And I'm talking about not just the container backflip, but also the 8-pack backflip. We saw 2 attempts on that as well. The other thing that I noticed about this track in racing is that it's very fast and it's very slick. So the corners aren't really a big factor. You just got to get through them. But setting up for the corners are. And what's the key part of that is getting over the race lanes and getting over them smooth. So the drivers are going to have to navigate that quickly.
Let's take a look at the racing bracket. In round 1, it'll be Megalodon versus Avenger, Zombie versus El Toro Loco, Jurassic Attack against Soldier Fortune, Gravedigger against Axe, and first round buys belong to Bakugan Dragonoid, Vendetta, Monster Mutt, and Son-Uva Digger. Colt, I really like what Mike Christensen did last round in Vendetta. Had a great racing bracket, now has a first round buy.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome seeing Mike make some rounds. He's been struggling a little bit in racing this year, but the one thing that I noticed on this bracket is all the big points guys all have buys. So Gravedigger does not. it. He's going to have to dig himself out of that hole early so he can get as many points as possible starting off in racing.
Our first round matchup, it is Team Scream Racing. It is Jim Kohler Avenger versus Corey Rummel in Megalodon. Let's head down to the track here at Angel Stadium. And we are off and running in round one of racing.
You see the truck actually went sideways off the start line because it's just so slick. Corey is just nailing that first corner.
Kohler's got a good turn too. Kohler goes wide over here.
It's very slick coming out of this gray lane because it's a shadow. See this shadow right here? That is allowing the dirt to stay nice and moist, making it hard for the drivers to get through that corner.
So Corey Rummel gets the win. He will advance. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay.
Jim comes into this gray corner on the exit. The truck gets sideways. Jim has to check up. Corey comes around too, recognizes it early though. Checks up just in time to get across the finish line first.
Next up here in round one, it's Bar Musauer and Zombie against Craig Champion and El Toro Loco. Barry with a great start. Craig just stopped at the starting line and goes all over the berm.
He was sleeping big time. Oh, Barry checks up. This corner right here.
Smart.
Uh-oh, okay, now can Craig get through it nice and easy? Oh, he checks up too.
Goes wide. Barry Musauer going to get the win. Zombie advancing to round two. Next up here in round one, it is Caleb Blood, Soldier Fortune against Paul Jensen in Jurassic Attack. These two are 2-2.
Oh, Paul gets up on two wheels.
Now here we go in the first turn now for Jurassic Attack. We'll see how he does it. He goes way wide.
Whoa, Kayla's out of control here.
They both are out of control. We got to pick it up here in the second half. Final turn now for Caleb Blood, wide again. She's got to square up.
Oh my gosh.
And she gets across the finish line. Take a look at the super glue to the action replay.
Watch these drivers come through the corners. Both drivers not using rear steer and pushing way wide coming out of that yellow race lane. And you can see Kayla actually comes out of the gray race lane, gets sideways, has to check up completely, but she's far enough ahead that it doesn't affect her. She's able to come across the finish line first.
Final round one matchup. It is going to be Tyler Menega in Gravedigger. He's in the yellow lane up against Preston Perez Axe. He is in the gray lane. Tyler 14-9 in Monster Jam Racing thus far this season. And we are off and running. Final round one matchup. Tyler going slow, checks it up.
Tyler stayed nice and low in that turn right there.
Now out of the berm. Here comes Axe around this wide turn. He trips way out.
Oh, Tyler catches the turn pod though.
A great recovery by Axe though in this corner. Here comes Tyler Menega, his turn.
Look at this corner by Tyler, nice and tight on the exit.
And then crosses over the finish line. So Tyler Menega, Gravedigger, advances to the next round.
21.835, fastest time of the night. Looked like he was going to Walmart, but it was definitely the fastest way around the track.
Let's take a look now at the bracket going into round two. Bakugan Dragonoid against Megalodon, Vendetta against Zombie, Monster Mud against Soldier Fortune, Son of a Digger up against Gravedigger. Round one is done. Now we move on to round two. Camden Murphy took the racing win last round in Anaheim. Can he make it 2 for 2? Find out next when Monster Jam returns. Welcome back to Angel Stadium for round two of Monster Jam Racing. Our first matchup is Corey Rummel, Megalodon up against last round's racing winner, Camden Murphy, Bakugan Dragonoid. Camden 2-0 in his career against Corey Rummel.
Corey goes high, Cam stays low. Cam falls off. Cam's got an issue.
He does have an issue, yeah, but here comes Corey Rummel. He's going to clip the pod.
I don't know if Camden is stuck in a transmission issue or what, but that truck has no power.
Oh, he's trying to get it figured out right now as he goes around the turn. Corey Rummel is going to walk away with this thing. What a crazy turn of events for Camden Murphy after winning racing last round. Next up here in round two, it is Mike Christensen in Vendetta up against Bar Musauer in Zombie. Great jump for both trucks. Bari now out of the berm, slightly faster.
Bari is sending it. Mike is just taking it nice and easy. Now what you got to keep in mind is Mike is running a dry block right now. He has no radiator on that truck, so he might be saving the motor so it doesn't get hot.
Over the finish line we go.
I know, that was close.
That was very close. Let's take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay.
It was Bari Musauer all day.
Yep, Bari Musauer going to advance into the semifinal round. Next up in round two, Caleb Blood, Soldier Fortune against Charlie Pocket in Monster Mutt. Caleb Blood gets the jump on Charlie Pocket, and he goes tight.
Oh, Pocket goes too far.
He's got some work to do.
Over-rotate.
As Caleb Blood now slinging Soldier Fortune around. Here comes Monster Mutt.
Oh, Kayla's all over the place. She better back her down a little bit.
She still has the lead. Final turn. She goes wide on the finish.
What a race, man.
We got to go to the Super Glue. Glue to the action replay. It looked like Soldier Fortune all the way.
I don't know. Yep, it was.
And it is Caleb Blood advancing. Before we get to our final matchup, let's head back down to Leslie.
Guys, I caught up with Tyler and Ryan at the same time and asked them what they thought about a matchup here in this round, and they both at the same time said this stinks. They don't want to face each other now. They want to face each other in the final round because they don't want to take out their teammate.
Thank you, Leslie. Ryan Anderson with the best racing record in this series, 23-6. Tyler Menega comes in 15-9. They are 2-2 head-to-head in racing competition this season.
I think Son-Uva Digger's got the advantage so far.
Here we go into the turn. Tyler Menega on the gray side. Great turn for Tyler. He got an awkward bounce, and here comes Ryan Anderson.
But he's driving that sucker, drifting too much. He's save it, my man. But he's got a locked up front wheel. I think he might have an issue in the front end of that truck now that might have cost him.
Let's take a look at the Super Glue glued to the action replay.
Absolutely getting it around that corner right there, slings that truck in, drifting, fully commits, unfortunately catching the inside pod, hopping up on 2 tires, saves it though, but look how that front right locks up. That could be an issue with skills or even worse, freestyle.
Semifinals are set. It's going to be Megalodon against Zombie, Soldier Fortune against Son-Uva Digger. Megalodon with lane choice here. He goes to the gray lane. Ryan Anderson just put in the fastest time of the bracket, 20.929. He will get lane choice in his matchup. So here we go, Corey Rummel, Megalodon up against Barn Musauer in Zombie.
Let's see this one right here. I'm excited. Oh, Bari off to a good start.
Corey Rummel just got stuck in space there. So here we go into the turn for Megalodon. Goes way too tight. I thought he was going too tight, but he hit it.
Something's going on with Corey. You hear how loud that motor is revving up to? It is singing. Uh-oh.
Final turn. Barry Musauer trying to take the win, and he gets it. Take a look at the Super Glue glue to the action replay.
He comes in deep, over-rotates, but nails that throttle. Lots of momentum across the finish line. Now, Corey's got smoke. I think he smoked a transmission.
Next up here in the semifinals, Ryan Anderson, Son-Uva Digger, powered by Hoonigan, up against Caleb Blood and Soldier Fortune. What an upset it would be, Colt, if Caleb Blood can get the win here.
Oh, burning that sucker up. I was just told that Ryan Anderson is having some issues with the motor. He's got to be careful. He's at 240 degrees idling. That's hot. That is catastrophic to engines.
Look at the turn by Caleb Blood. She has got this thing figured out. And we go to the final turn. Can she pull it off? Ryan Anderson turning it on to the finish.
And this track is getting wild, buddy.
And Ryan Anderson does get the win. 21.135 for Son-Uva Digger. And that will get him lane choice in the final round. Our finals are set. It's going to be Barry Musauer and Zombie up against Ryan Anderson and Son-Uva Digger. We are down to the final 2 in the racing bracket, and we come back. They will go head-to-head. It's Anderson versus Musauer in the Monster Jam Racing Finals. Welcome back to Anaheim. It's time for the Monster Jam Racing Finals, and it will be Ryan Anderson squaring off against Barry Musauer in Zombie. 2 ambers. We got a green light, and we are off, and Barry gets the jump. And Barry Musauer gets the whole shot out of the berm.
Barry is letting her eat, buddy.
He has got a win in his sights. And at the halfway point.
Bad bounce for Ryan, too.
Ryan Anderson right there. Barry goes so deep on the turn.
He's out in the marbles.
And Ryan Anderson gonna get the win. So Barry with the great jump, but Ryan Anderson finishes strong. And your racing winner is Son-Uva Digger, powered by Hoonigan. Ryan Anderson getting his 6th racing win of the season, so let's head down to the track. Leslie Mears with the Son-Uva Digger driver.
Ryan, I can smell how hot your truck is. And what did you see on the gauges that let your crew know there was a problem?
We have 2 temperature gauges in my truck, and the one is literally maxed all the way out. It is past the numbers. It is so insanely hot. My water pump is not working, so the coolant system is not circulating. So every round, it literally jumped another 30, 40 degrees until it was so hot the temperature gauge just wouldn't read anymore. So I got to get back here and work on this thing, get it cooled back down, because freestyle, you can't run like that.
Guys, nobody's going to work harder than he will to get it back.
Not at all, and Ryan Anderson getting the first 12 points of the night. Let's take a look at our first BKT overall event leaderboard of the afternoon. Ryan getting those 12 points. He has the lead. Barney Musauer with 11, Caleb Blood with 10, Corey Rummel with 9, and Charlie Pauken with 8. That rounds out our first BKT top 5 of the day. Next up in Anaheim was the Great Clip Skills Challenge. In this competition, drivers have a choice here to attempt 2 technical maneuvers on 2 wheels, or they can try a donut. They were judged for the first time today by fans in attendance on creativity, skill, and execution. With 12 points on the line, let's take a look back at our top 3 drivers. Coming in third, Charlie Pauken with a Slinky Dog bicycle. And in second, it was Camden Murphy, Bakugan Dragonoid with a moonwalk back on the pod. And check out this winning run from Tyler Menega in Gravedigger.
Sets up here, goes for the stoppie, catches it just right. Great control of that truck, fills the entire 20 seconds, it seems like. A long time on those front 2 tires. Stays there nice and smooth. Does a bicycle. Saves it a little bit sooner than I think he actually wanted to, but still a great job.
After his 6th win in the Great Clip Skills Challenge, Leslie caught up with Tyler Menega.
So, Tyler, this win for you means gaining momentum in the competition and gaining those crucial points. And so how important is that?
Yeah, I feel like I got my mojo back. I haven't won a competition since Houston. So leaving Houston, won the overall there. Glendale didn't win anything and didn't win anything yesterday. So I finally got a competition win again. The truck's working great. Everything's going awesome. I'm just going into freestyle with the mentality of trying to get that win and throwing it down for all these fans here in Anaheim.
It's all about that overall.
Thank you, Leslie. Let's take a look at the overall leaderboard after 2 competitions. Barry Musauer, Zombie, the current leader at 20 points. Ryan Anderson, Caleb Blood, Charlie Pauken tied at 18 apiece. And then Tyler Menega, Camden Murphy with 17 apiece, rounding out our top 6 on a BKT overall event leaderboard. We're halfway through the event here in Anaheim, but there is still a ways to go to determine the event champion. When we come back, Colt and I get you all caught up on the action here and take a look around the rest of the league with the St. Jude halftime report. Monster Jam is proud to be partners with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Become a partner in hope and receive a custom St. Jude Monster Jam This Shirt Saves Lives t-shirt. Text Monster Jam to 785-833 or visit stjude.org/Monster Jam to learn more. Welcome back to Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California for round 13. I'm Scott Jordan alongside Cole Stevens. 6 drivers in contention for the overall event championship. Ryan Anderson, Tyler Menega get some redemption today, but some names that haven't really been in this conversation. At the top of the leaderboard, Barry Musauer there and Caleb Blood right there as well.
Yeah, the underdogs are definitely showing their face here in Anaheim. They are absolutely showing out here. I'm excited to see what freestyle has to hold.
Well, let's hear from the driver of Soldier Fortune as it's time for our UNOH halftime pit report. And for that, we head downstairs to Leslie Mears with Caleb Blood.
Do you think waiting so long last night before you go out to run helped kind of like ease your nerves for today? Because you said you were so nervous. So is that out of your system now?
I guess a little bit, but you know, anytime you climb inside the Monster Jam truck, you get a little bit of nerves, and as soon as I head out and I start driving, it kind of just drifts away. But yeah, watching the guys go out and do freestyle last night, you know, these guys were not playing last night. They were getting some huge air and having some great runs, so I knew that I had to bring my game whenever it came my time, and it's going to have to be the same way tonight, so bring it on.
Guys, she's ready.
Thank you, Leslie. Let's go ahead and take a look around the league. Arena Championship Series East in Worcester, Massachusetts. It has been the Weston Anderson Show. He has won 3 event championships, but I want to talk about a few drivers who get their first Monster Jam wins. Dalton Widner gets the racing win in Jurassic Attack, and Zach Jensen, Paul's cousin, took the donut win in Rockwell Red. So Team Throttle Monster getting in on the action. But Colt, we have a new series points leader in the East, Weston Anderson. This kid is living up to the hype.
Yeah, no doubt about that. He's definitely one of the best ones for Rookie of the Year right now.
Raleigh, North Carolina, Arena Championship Series Central. Kristen Anderson does it again, winning another event championship. She is still the series points leader, and Kristen Anderson, since going back into arenas late in 2021, has looked dominant.
She's back home, Scott.
Arena Championship Series West, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Brandon Vincent, Gravedigger, sweeping all 3 events, getting the event championship each time out. Now a 52-point lead over Tristan England. That is starting to get out of hand.
That is crazy. Brandon Vincent is about to run away with it.
And then only one event, Stadium Championship Series Red in Arlington. That happened last night. Adam Anderson gets the event championship. So back here, Stadium Championship Series Yellow to update you. At the top of the points lead, Barry Musauer with 20, Ryan Anderson, Caleb Blood, Charlie Pauken with 18 apiece, and Tyler Menega and Camden Murphy with 17 points apiece. Cole, when I was a kid, I loved roller coasters, and let's be honest, I still do. Roller coasters are measured by G-force. So I wanted to compare the G-force of a roller coaster to the G-force of a Monster Jam truck, and to do that, I took Zombies Bar and Moose Sour on a trip to Knott's Berry Farm here in Buena Park, California. Take a look. Today I'm in Knott's Berry Farm, and if you're a fan of thrill rides, then surely you've heard of the term G-force. It's the force of gravity or acceleration on the human body. A Monster Jam truck has been known to sustain up to 20 Gs on the truck. When a truck lands a huge air jump, the landing could be measured at an impact of 8 Gs for the driver. To help me experience the G-forces associated with driving a Monster Jam truck is my good friend zombie driver Bari Musauer. Bari, how would you describe the feeling of a G-force impact from driving a Monster Jam truck?
Oh, Scott, it's intense. When you leave the ramp, but more so when you land that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. I mean, it's crazy the amount of impact forces you feel on your body.
That sounds incredible. I am so excited because today is the day that you finally give me the keys to Zombie and let me take her for a spin, so thank you.
Ooh, yeah, no, not today, buddy.
I think there's been some sort of misunderstanding. Say I brought you to my favorite theme park, Knott's Berry Farm, and then you're gonna let me drive your truck. It's for science. You never let me drive. Today's my day.
No, come follow me.
Okay.
I tell you what, just stick to the microphone, let me stick to the driving. If you really want to feel some G-forces though, I got a plan. You wanted G-forces? You got it.
That was intense. 82 miles an hour in 2.2 seconds, 70 miles per hour for Zombie, so Accelerator's got you there. The horsepower, 1,500 for Zombie, up to 10,000 here for Accelerator, so it's got you there, but the G-force is where it counts, and Zombie has that 8-4.
The speed of this is intense right off the bat. Definitely there's a difference in the G-forces, the way it actually feels. You know, we have a tremendous load on our bodies when we land on those big air jumps.
Now, it is officially time for you to hand me over the keys to Zombie and let me drive your truck.
You know, thanks for reminding me. It's actually in valet. I gotta go grab it. But you know what? You can keep riding this. Get in there nice and safe. I'm gonna go get Zombie. We'll see you at the stadium.
Bari, I've changed my mind.
Send him.
Bari, I think I just want to drive. And we will have some major G-force impact on the track right here in a few minutes. Stay right where you are. Freestyle is next. Welcome back to Anaheim, California, as we get ready for the second half of action. And we kick things off with Ryan Anderson in Son-Uva Digger. Leslie, what can you tell us about Ryan?
Guys, he told me that being early in freestyle is actually more pressure to throw it down out there, but he said he's ready to party. And we have to remember that he has won freestyle before going first, and that was in St. Louis.
Thank you, Leslie. I think Ryan Anderson, can win freestyle anywhere, Cole.
Oh, definitely. I think Ryan might have an issue here. It seems like he might not have rear steer. He just made like a 4-point turn. Right there.
Comes off the side of the ski jump.
Coming out with a big bang, wide open. You can hear that son of a digger truck screaming. Luckily, if he is having rear steer issues, I'm trying to watch those rear tires close. This is the perfect dirt to have that issue come about because you don't really need the rear steer. You can sling it in. Look at that, going right into a bicycle.
Carried it all the way around and then right to the step up, end over end brake check. Slashing the tires on the backside of the ski jump. Ryan Anderson just 2 points away from Bari Musauer's current overall event lead. Needs a great showing here.
Yeah, I'm going to go on a limb and say that Ryan does not have rear steer at all.
Big time jump, center of the pod, bounces it up over the berm.
Slamming it in there. Uh-oh, he's going to have to back up.
Oh, right into the container.
Oh, yeah, that's the fun stuff. 1-2 shift, huge.
Look at the whip from Ryan Anderson and the body has just been shredded onto the track here in Anaheim.
Cowabunga on that one.
He is feeling it.
Get some. Go, 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 go.
Into a donut.
About to burn her down, Scott. Downside.
Defying gravity, light as a feather, stiff as a board.
You can tell he doesn't have the rear steer right there. He's making these hard corners. Setting up for an 8-pack backflip. Let's see if he can get it here, Scott.
Here comes Ryan Anderson. Slow roll. Launches it.
Oh, man. Right on the sidewall.
Ryan Anderson, ragged edge run. Fans on their feet. Colt, take us to the super glue. Glued to the action replay.
Look at that air, Scott. Absolutely huge. Sending it off the race lane, then it takes that bounce and moves it right into a bicycle. Then absolutely sends it across the floor, shredding the body at the same time. Then he brings it around, goes for the 8-pack backflip. The truck corkscrews a little bit on him, kind of turning sideways, puts him on his sidewalls. Unfortunately, nothing he could do anymore in that situation.
Here comes Paul Jensen in Jurassic Attack.
Oh my goodness! Come on, Paul, getting crazy!
Paul Jensen,
what are you thinking?
Right over the 8-pack. That is a great way to start. He landed
it. I mean, what in the world?
Paul is feeling some kind of way now, coming off the gray side onto the pod, over the berm with the bicycle.
Feeling froggy, man. Oh, that's some big air across that pad. That truck is rebounding crazy.
It is, but he's saving it, so he keeps that momentum going. I love the air here tonight. This track is elevating everybody.
Again, across the center. Man, that first hit, I thought he was done for right away. I was like, not enough momentum right into the 8-pack. I mean, luckily he was able to save it.
We saw Paul complete his first ever backflip in Glendale in 2021. Love to see another one here. His body parts shredded off that robotic Triceratops. Backside of the gray race lane. Gets some great elevation on the throttle push again.
Oh, rebounded weird again. It's consistently rebounding to the right or the left. I don't know exactly what's causing that. There it goes, a rebound to the left again.
Is that a possible sway bar issue?
Definitely could be a sway bar. I know they've been fighting it all year, changing things up, changing blocks, changing bars, changing the core inside the bars. So, something weird about that truck.
30 seconds remain here for Paul Jensen. And Paul now going up over by the backflip side. So here we go, Jurassic Attack. Going to attempt the backflip up to the container.
Nice.
And he nails it.
Excellent.
Well done, Paul Jensen with time left. Over to the ski jump. A great run for Paul Jensen as we take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay.
Right here, this is a crazy start to a freestyle run right here. Absolutely cradles that jump right into the 8-pack backflip. Perfect execution right here.
Next up, 4-time Triple Threat Series champion Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. Tyler Menninga he is locked up.
Called it.
My goodness, Tyler Menninga was gonna send it, and then that right front wheel just does not want to cooperate. It is just hanging there, slow rolling.
Golly, doing a little bounce around.
How does he recover from this?
Yeah, he's going to have to drive accordingly. He's going to absolutely have to send it. That truck's going to want to always pull. Luckily, it's on the front. It's a lot easier when a front doesn't work compared to when a rear doesn't.
Oh, my goodness.
But that situation right there, he's going to take full advantage.
He nailed it.
He did a front roll. See right here, he's trying to use that turn and pull out of it, but the truck just doesn't let him because he doesn't have that right front pulling.
What a save for Tyler Menninga. Battling this truck, man. He is trying to win this battle. You see the flames coming out of Gravedigger as Tyler fights through it. Definitely the save of the night thus far.
go big here.
As big as he can, does get the air, great bounce, and up on a wheelie. He is going to try to flip it. He's got to do it. Just short of the backflip ramp. Cole, take us to the super glue to the action replay.
Right here you can see he goes across the pad, comes up short, catches a crazy rebound. Now normally he would have both fronts pulling, but this time he wasn't able to pull it out, but it worked out. Truck completely rolls all the way over, and he waits nice and patiently for it to come back to all 4 BKTs. Now he goes into this backflip. It doesn't pull that front end up and around, and he's not able to get the rotation he was looking for.
Right now it's time for Barry Musauer in Zombie. He comes into this competition in the driver's seat for the event championship as he kicks it off with a slap wheelie. He has got the lead right now in the event. He needs to do well here in freestyle. We just saw Ryan Anderson throw it down. He is in first place, so Barry needs to finish in the top. Doesn't have to win, but if he falters here, that opens up the door for Ryan, for Caleb Blood, also for Charlie Palk, and everybody, every one of those drivers with a shot at the event championship. So an important run right now for Zombie and Barry Musauer as he comes off the ramp with some big air. Barry hasn't won a stadium event championship since Atlanta Motor Speedway back in 2021. Ski jump time for Zombie as he skies it, comes down a little wobbly on the back.
Ooh, getting close there.
Just missed it.
I really like the momentum Barry's been carrying this year. He's really picked it up, got that wide open throttle, making a lot of noise getting around this track. All right, has to check up a little bit. 1-2 shift. I love it. Really hear that Zombie screaming.
It is going to take more than this. But he doesn't have to win freestyle, just second place. That's all he's got to do.
38 seconds left, Scott. Oh, he trips up. Woo!
Great catch by Barry Musauer.
Had to gather up there. Wow.
Now coming across the center, you got to think he's got to work his way over to the backflip ramp to have a shot here.
Scott.
No, he's going step. No, he's going to deep fake us all. No, he is going for the backflip.
He don't like that side. He's going to the other side.
Right over here, we got a great view of Megalodon just hanging out
but
again.
No, he's not. He's not going to make. Oh, wait.
What is he doing?
He's lost.
What is going on here? Are they going to let him go? Oh, he's going to run out of time just in front of the backflip ramp.
I don't know if he couldn't steer anymore. Sometimes you lose steering in these trucks and you try everything you can to get over there. They almost steer themselves, and maybe that's a situation Barry just ran into.
What has been an epic freestyle competition. Not everybody got a great score from this crowd. Let's take a look at some of our lower performing trucks. Corey Rumble and Megalodon had no reverse. He left 62 seconds on the clock. Mike Christensen, Vendetta, he left a lot of time on the clock as well. There's a pattern here. Charlie Palkin and Monster Mutt left over a minute up on the clock. And then Barry Musauer and Zombie ran into issues trying to get to the backflip ramp. And Craig Champion, El Toro Loco, big air but rolled as time expired. Let's take a look at our freestyle top 5. Ryan Anderson, Son-Uva Digger, hanging on to the top spot. Paul Jensen, Jurassic Attack, great run. He is in second. Tyler Menninger, Gravedigger in third. Preston Perez and Axe in fourth. Craig Champion, El Toro Loco, rounding out our top 5. The end in Anaheim is near. Just a few trucks remain until we crown our event champion. The conclusion of freestyle is next. Welcome back to Angel Stadium. Let's take a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard after 2 competitions. Barry Musauer, Zombie with the lead, 20 points. Ryan Anderson, Caleb Blood, Charlie Palkin with 18, and Tyler Menninger, Camden Murphy with 17 points apiece. Next up in freestyle, 2-time World Finals champion Jim Kohler in Avenger. The only driver in Monster Jam history to compete in every single World Finals event in the same truck. Avenger has been around for that long.
Nice air.
And Jim, a 2-time world champion. Comes up to the ski jump, squares it up, great landing. And speaking of World Finals, this ice cool blue body was back in 2009 at World Finals, so big throwback.
It's cool that Jim keeps all his old bodies, redoes them, and then brings them out throughout the year. Kind of like a little throwback. Comes up a little short there, catches a crazy rebound.
Here's the 8-pack for Jim Kohler.
Oh, does it like a flare.
Oh, look at the save, the 360.
We got something broken, a left rear. And that allowed him to do that cool maneuver right there. He's gonna go to the step up now.
Here's your wow moment jump.
Oh yeah, cool.
Guys, they look at the cartwheel and saves it again. What a run for Jim Kohler. Take us to the super glue, glue to the action replay.
Back to the step up the other direction. You can see something's broken in the rear end, sends him sideways. Makes a cool save though. Here's the 8-pack backflip, does like a gainer on it. You can see that one wheel is not pulling. That allows him to do this cool little wheelie spin around.
Coming up next here in freestyle, last round's event champion Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid. Leslie, what can you tell us about Camden?
Guys, he suffered a tough break in racing and blew out the transmission, and he actually pitched in to help. I think that actually helped get his momentum up for two-wheel skills, where he ended up second. And so he's kind of flying high, riding on that adrenaline. I think it's going to work for his freestyle.
Thank you, Leslie. Yes, so a shot at redemption here for Camden Murphy, who's had a frustrating day after winning the event championship last round. A big freestyle win here will go a long way to salvaging his run.
Yeah, it's cool that Camden jumps in there and helps his crew chief out. You know, he comes from a NASCAR background, so he knows a lot of ins and outs of these trucks and how they work.
Oh, popper.
I'm watching the rear of this truck too.
Now, Camden Murphy, just a guy that can drive anything, whether it's a truck, a stock car, a Monster Jam truck, doesn't matter what it is. Camden Murphy can drive it into the ground and drive it well.
Oh, huge off the jammer. You got to watch it. That's what cost him last night.
Man, he landed rough
there.
there.
That truck is leaning hard now. He might have a bent sway bar or something.
Up to the step up goes Bakugan Dragonoid, clears it.
Oh, flat tire, Scott. Golly. Tough break for Cam. He just cannot have a good time here in Anaheim in freestyle. They're going to let him keep running. Oh, jams it in hard.
That wheel is just off. The tire's off the well. Hats off to Camden Murphy. He ran it till he couldn't run it anymore. Take us to the super glue, glue to the action replay.
Right here you can see come into that jammer, huge. But that's hard. See how hard that truck slaps down right there. Now that's where the damage occurred. It didn't show its face until he comes around to the step up right here. Goes across step up. Watch when he lands. You see that tire just blow right out. That's a bead lock on the outside.
Our final competitor here in freestyle, last round's winner, Kayla Blood in Soldier Fortune. So let's set the story up here. Ryan Anderson at this point would win the event championship. Kayla Blood can win it if she wins freestyle. Ryan scored a 9.593. Last round, she got 9.547. So everything she did last round, she needs to do more to beat Ryan Anderson and win her first stadium event championship.
And she's got to be feeling the pressure right now.
Backside of the gray race lane goes Soldier Fortune.
Nice. Steps right onto that pod, no problem.
Starting to build some momentum. I think she knows very much so what is at stake for her here. I'm sure her crew chief has had a nice conversation with her about what she needs to do. She comes
off the side of the ski jump.
Midway up the ski jump, just throws the truck off.
Oh, gonna trip up, Scott.
Clips the back, saves it on the nose. Look at that jump.
Getting crazy.
She definitely knows what's at stake. She is throwing caution to the wind, and there is Bakugan Dragonoid just laying there on the track.
Going across to the center again. She's a little off to the side, but she gathers it up.
Slowing down a little bit, Kayla Blood, Soldier Fortune now inching her way over to the far side of the track in the left field side at Angel Stadium. Here comes a backflip with 30 seconds left on the clock. She will sky it, she will send it, and she will land it with time remaining. What you got left now? 18 seconds on the clock.
Go, go, go.
You go, 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 go. You got this, I believe in you.
There she goes.
Oh, she's mad now. Let's go, Kayla. Come on. 16 seconds. Give me something good.
She's got the crowd behind her, but she has got to throw something else to beat Ryan Anderson. Here we go. A wheelie save, and she is going to cartwheel this thing. If she saves it, it's over.
Oh, they shut her off.
Oh, man. If she would have saved that code, who knows? It's up to the fans now.
They shut her off. They shut her off.
Why?
I don't know. They should have let her at least try and save that. If they wouldn't have shut her off, I think she could have won.
Here's the super glue glued to the action replay.
You can see they shut her off, and I think that if they would have let her try and save that, she could have definitely got the save. Look at that. I don't see anything driveline related that's tore up or anything like that. I think for sure she could have saved that.
Let's take a look at our freestyle top 5. Ryan Anderson, Son-Uva Digger, going to win the competition. Soldier Fortune second, Avenger in third, Jurassic Attack in fourth, Bakugan Dragonoid in fifth. And with that, we'll take a look at our final BKT overall event leaderboard. Ryan Anderson gets 12 points. He's going to win this with 30. Kayla Blood with 29. Camden Murphy and Bakugan 25. And Gravediggers Tyler Menega with 24. And Zombies Bari Musauer with 24 points as well. That is our final BKT overall event top 5. Right now, we are going to head downstairs. Leslie Mears standing by with our event champion, Son-Uva Diggers, Ryan Anderson. Leslie.
Ryan, we talked about how going out early, you'd had success in one freestyle before, but man, the runs that were coming at you were just crazy.
There's no doubt. The biggest thing is I was the first person to do something crazy. I went there and went wild. All those runs were as good, if not better than mine. Honestly, there's nobody won more tonight than these fans right here. It was the most insane freestyle show we've had all year, and to me, I couldn't be happier. Really, I don't even care that I won freestyle. The fans got a hell of a show. I mean, there's no other way to explain it. The fans are having a good time. It's all the big wheel of success that I want to keep rolling.
Guys.
We've had an amazing time here in the beautiful Orange County weather, but next we are off to enjoy the chilly Michigan winter for 2 rounds at Ford Field in Detroit with Stadium Championship Series Red. For Colt Stevens and Leslie Mears, I'm Scott Jordan. We'll see you next time on Monster Jam.